Hello AstonMTBers, new bike day. This guy has just turned up. Finally, a production bike. A lot of you asked me to test this bike, and this is the reason why I haven't had any production bikes all year. Because I think I paid for it in January, a lot of money, and it was delayed by 3 or 4 months. Then it was stuck in the post, then it was stuck in customs, then it's been at my dad's house, and then I finally got it out. But this is my new Nicolai Nucleon Supre lal drive machine. I haven't seen it yet, but it's got a custom paint job. I asked Nicolai to do me a custom paint job. They do any kind of paint finish you want, as they do all the manufacturing and painting in-house in Germany. And I've got a strange cappuccino coloured Intend fork to go with it. So this frame should match the Intend fork and my style as such. But yeah, I haven't seen it, so I'm very excited to see what it looks like. Here it is. Whoa. So let's get it open. This plastic might upset the eco warriors, but at least I bought a frame, an alloy frame made in Europe. It's completely recyclable. Oh, this is like black glitter at the back. Really nice. Straight away, the usual Nicolai sort of feel quality. Really interesting. Half a derailleur hidden here within the swing arm. Okay, not much cappuccino colour yet. There we go. That looks like broken pieces of plastic. Yep. Okay, looks like this plastic chain guard for the top wheel didn't survive the post. That's upsetting. Oh well. Yeah, unfortunately a bit of damage there and also a scratch. Poor baby. Scratched before the first ride. Really nice, this sort of like goldy brown, glittery fade to brown to black. Really nice finish, as always, from Nicolai. First thing I've spotted that are different to previous Nicolais I've had, and I've had a lot of them. These are like 3D printed, bonded, glued on cable guides by the look of it. Previously they were always like screw on little aluminium pieces. But yeah, these are glued on and just need a zip tie. I've already lost one of the guides from there. I recognise it from the floor, broken bit of plastic. Hopefully these stay stuck on. This one's got someone's hair under it. German hair from the factory. First things to notice, new head tube. Got a, looks like a straight ZS56 head tube. Big fan of those. I don't like tapered head tubes. I prefer a bigger head tube. Gives you more options for reach and angle sets and tuning the bike to suit your needs exactly. And then, well yeah, the usual amazing Nicolai welds. This looks like a Sasha frame to me. Sasha's been there for 20 odd years welding. And you can tell when you've seen a few of them, you can tell his welds against the newer guys. Absolutely perfect, beautiful. And yeah, different kind of tubing. Nicolai's normally got square or round sort of standard tubing. These look like custom drawn, half round, half hexagon tubes, same top and bottom, but the shape inversed into the middle of the frame. So yeah, round on the bottom and then sort of squared off, hexagonal over the top. And then I'm not really sure what's happening down here. I haven't looked at anything about this frame, I just ordered it and I haven't read any of the reviews. I haven't really looked at anything on the website, how it works, any of that stuff. I try not to influence myself by looking at other people's reviews or marketing hyperbole from bike brands, so don't know what's happening yet. But it's a single pivot, which actually pivots from here, so really far forward and pretty high. Main pivot, solid swing arm. Nicolai being famous for like a 4-bar Passar link system for years. Sort of one of the first different bikes I've had here. Single pivot. It's got a pull linkage, which is good, which pulls this bar from here, which pulls this rocker link, which rotates. I'm not sure if you can see any of it. Rotates and drives the shock. And then the shock's also mounted to this unit, which is bolted to the frame, and I think the main pivot is running through it. I can only guess that's for durability. Nicolai are really big into making frames that'll last 10 years. One problem I had on my titanium bike this year, and general problem with frames where you get the shock mount bolted to a tube. When you bottom out, you keep bending the tube and you can cause damage, crack the frame. Well, this unit is a top shock mount and is essentially going to like isolate the load from the shock, I'm guessing, from the frame tubes themselves. So yeah, that should isolate the shock forces. And there's a flip chip in there because I think you can run 2 different shock mounts. I think there's 185 travel, which I'll be running, and 160 travel. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, 2 different travels with different shocks. And then yeah, we've got this huge swing arm at the back, which houses the brake caliper, which will fit in there and hopefully isn't too difficult to work on. And then yeah, got half a derailleur here hidden in the back. There is a normal derailleur version of this frame, and I believe you can just unbolt these dropouts and put in the normal dropouts. It looks absolutely amazing, beautiful. Other differences from traditional Nicolais: this gusset's different. That looks like a hollow milled piece of alloy welded in there. And then also a different kind of integrated seat clamp, don't know what to call it, gusset weld structure. That looks like folded alloy. I think that's designed to take the clamping forces away from the seat tube, because some bikes do crack there over time. Yeah, on the seat tube area from all the force just sitting on the bike for years and years and years, bouncing up and down. Guessing that is to try and remove some of that load from the straight seat tube. Maybe they can use a thinner, lighter gauge tube there to save some weight and yeah, offset the force this way. This BB shell, T47 shell, press fit. I think it's press fit. Absolutely massive. Huge piece of structure there. Nice hole in the bottom to let mud and stuff fall out. And it also looks closed enough to not let stuff go in. It's got a built-in custom one-up chain guide. So it's got the not ISCG tabs, they're one-up components spacing. So you can just bolt the one-up components bash guard straight into the frame. Really nice. Plastic, all bash guards should be plastic, so they slide on rocks. Aluminium doesn't slide, it grips on rocks. And yeah, Super Boost cranks, Super Boost rear end. Came with a bottom bracket, cranks installed, and the complete drivetrain. And then the drivetrain, I am not sure what's happening with it, but that's definitely broken, that guide. Hopefully that's not too important. We'll get a new one of those. But it basically has half a derailleur here, and the other half of the derailleur is basically this and this wheel. And I'm not sure exactly what's happening, but this is under tension and changes with the gears to take up the slack on the chain. And this one also changes to push the gear across into the correct sprocket. Chain comes over the top here, and there's this, that might be 3D printed rubber maybe. Looks really soft, really nice and squidgy. Lots of air in there to absorb any chain slap. So yeah, chain over here. There's a little shark fin there to stop the chain going that way. And yeah, around here, wow, around that way, then around the chain ring and back. So yeah, it's actually very difficult to tell what's happening without the shock or the chain on, but I'm sure we'll work it out. Anything else to look at? Nah, nothing else to report. Looks absolutely amazing. Really excited to get this built up. You've got a custom built Intend RRT fork to go on there, which should match the head tube colour. We've got some WR1 composite wheels on Hope hubs. Well, so we've got trick stuff brakes from Germany to go on there. Need to get some tyres. I think I'm going to go for some Schwalbe Tacky Chans in super gravity casing. Been enjoying those on my downhill bike. And that's about it, yeah. The whole drivetrain's included, so I think the frame was €4,800, including the drivetrain and the cranks and the headset and the seat clamp, which now actually seems like very good value. The price of American, European brands that are made in Asia seem to have got very expensive the last couple of years. European manufacturer seems to have stayed relatively the same. So yeah, I think it's 4.8. I'll put the price down below, but I think it's 4.8, custom paint, made in Germany, alloy, all this weird stuff on there. Cheap, really. And yeah, looks absolutely amazing. So yeah, we'll get this built up and we'll get some review content out soon. If you like what I'm doing on this channel, you can go to my website and buy some competition tickets. I'm not sure when you'll see this video, but there's competitions live all the time and you can win the best stuff. I only give away the best stuff. The other stuff I just forget about. So you can normally win some suspension, you can win Hope parts, Hope brakes, Trick Stuff brakes, and yeah, all the sort of the top quality products. And yeah, winter testing project, very interested to try it out. Well, very interested, can't wait to try it out. As I said, I bought this bike because a lot of people wanted me to try this semi-gearbox, semi-derailleur drivetrain system. On my other bike I've got a pinion gearbox and I've got bikes with normal drivetrains. And I sort of am known as the gearbox guy, so we'll see if this hybrid between the two pays off. Mega, see you in the next video. Thanks very much.